This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that
pit of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You will hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair, balls of Christ, duty.
Of Crunch Studio in the heart of rock and roll. You're listening to the hottest show on the net, Late Night with Ed Money. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site, latenightwithedmoney.com. All the links are there. Like, share, subscribe. Tell two friends. It makes a world of difference to us. It really, really does, and we really appreciate it. Help us reach more listeners, and subscribe. Please remember to subscribe on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, any of the services that we have. So thank you.
I'll set a reminder. I keep forgetting.
Yes, you're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck. What's up?
Chuck Dick.
You're cool. You're not.
Chuck Dick.
That's it.
You're trying to time it with the fart.
And last but not least, since we're low on staff, down in Studio B is Jeffrey Neutron.
Just me and Chuck and Ed.
Evil genius.
Look at the look on his face.
Mostly just me and Chuck.
Yeah. Ed's just the host.
Do you know what he said? Mostly.
Mostly.
Audience members, again, like, share, subscribe. Makes a world of difference. You want your stuff heard. In fact, I had a bunch of EPs sent to me, and we're going to play one of them off of that. It's Oi. It's at OOYY. Did you say Oi? I think last time you said
Oi.
Yeah, Oi. And Mind Me was one of the other EPs. They did a collaboration song called Dear Summer. So check it out. You'll like it. Check out all the things we mentioned, which we'll get to in a minute, the people that are brave enough to be a part of the show. But I want to say that before the mics came out, we were talking about game systems.
Old school gaming systems. Because we are old.
They also have a little, I've watched on Facebook, they'll have a little, of course, there's a million commercials now on Facebook and on YouTube.
Yeah, which
it's nonstop.
It's getting ridiculous. You can't.
Nonstop.
Every 3 seconds.
Yeah, what a joke, dude.
4-minute commercials. It's like, I need to know how to save someone's life. Can you get past the goddamn commercials?
No, you can't skip yet.
Yeah, no, huh?
No, the only
it's like
beauty,
they're going to die.
The thankful, at least I'll watch the commercials on stuff. At least we're not seeing Sherrod Brown or
Bernie
Moreno
commercials.
That
that was
Bernie
our
Brown
elections,
and Sherrod
God
Moreno.
damn, thank God, every other minute. That's over with. But we get to see, and I saw this one for this game system. It's about this big. It's a little hand, like, what's the one? Switch? Does Atari have a Switch, or who has it? Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch,
Nintendo,
yeah.
It's about that size, but I guess it has every, like, Sega and
Yeah, you could go on to eBay and get those,
I've got a gaming system right here that has everything you could ever want, and
including
ever,
the news, the
Right.
weather, and the time
Right.
and you could text on it.
because there are emulators that you can download on your phone for all of those old systems.
Are you
I've
kidding?
oh yeah,
Or if you don't want to do it, you can go on eBay and there's little
Exactly.
handhelds that have like 15,000
Yeah.
games on it for like $60.
but you know what I miss? I miss the Nintendo DS.
the
Right,
tiny little thing.
the tiny with little cartridges.
Dude, those
Yep.
are insane.
Those were the best.
You
You spent hours on a black and white screen for no reason. Like, oh, it's Zelda, but it's black and white. I want to play that.
Wait, do you hear the hum of his vape as soon as you get near the mic?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, it's just a vape. Really.
It is.
Or is it Boy Genius?
Right?
It's not the butt plug I have in right now. The Bluetooth control.
But I
I'm
love,
over here making the exchange colors.
dude, when they first came, there was one that came out. Game System was one of the first ones out, and it was in black and white or black and gray.
Wait, are you talking about back in the day?
Yes.
Pong?
No. We had Atari already out. We had
Oh, the 2600 was already out.
Television came out.
Right. Commodore 64.
ColecoVision.
Coleco-
And then I remember this guy Jeff Novak, this guy that lived back in Valley, and he was like super rich, and we
Yeah.
were the poor peons that lived up here, collected cans. Wait a minute, I'm still doing.
Yeah, I was like, some things never change.
He's now in L.A., Orange County, and Ed's still sitting here collecting cans. Got it.
Well, this guy, it was like a little game system, but the screen was the true quartz or where it was.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm
I don't
talking
remember
about?
what it's called, but yes. I
Was
know
it
what
a
you're talking about.
handheld? Or
Yes, it was a handheld, but it was the quartz. It was like an LED before LED was the thing. It had the quartz color.
But everything was in the individual block. You could see the square blocks.
Right.
In the system, like if a character was running, his leg wasn't a smooth leg; it was all blocky.
was it almost like the original Game Boy that was in black and white?
A little bit.
Maybe
a
that's
little
what
bit.
it was. Maybe that's what it was.
But there,
you know what I'm talking. He knows what I'm talking about by him understanding.
was it the Sega?
It was a
The
handheld.
Sega handheld that I can't remember. It was like about the same size as a phone
Yes.
with the backbone on it. It was about
Dude,
8 inches by 4
The
inches.
Atari Lynx?
No, it was way before that.
I'll never forget because you could start a game and it never had enough because it was
Just to finish it?
There was no memory, so you couldn't
Save
save
the
it.
game?
You just had to start from the beginning
You're
every
right.
Yeah,
time.
kids nowadays don't understand our pain.
The struggle is real.
Dude, do you know what's even worse? Is that you'd play a game and you'd pause it and leave it and tell no one don't touch
Oh yeah,
it, don't
for
touch it.
days, and you come back and you're like, no, the power went out or something, and your game's gone.
Yeah.
You're on level 52 or 53, and it just shut down.
Yeah, you had
You're like,
2
God
lives left.
damn it.
Right, dude, those were
And
the
it was
days.
going to happen.
Those were the
Shit
days.
was going to get real. You went to get your Polaroid camera to take a picture of it. Because nobody's going to believe you.
You're 35 millimeter, and then get it developed at the little fucking Kodak shack.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's all fuzzy.
The reason I said that is on the corner of 58 and Middle Ridge up here. There's a pure gas station there now, but there used to be an arcade. And the guy there, if you got high score, would take your picture with a Polaroid and put it on the wall.
Nice.
Those were the
Nice.
My picture was never on the wall.
Those were the days, though, dude. Do you know what happened? Did I ever tell you how I got my face mask stolen there? I had
Off your moped
face
helmet?
mask?
Yeah, dude, I had this moped.
We all had mopeds.
We had this.
Of course you did.
On top of it,
Dude, I lived in the outskirts.
I had one too. It was broken. We never got it fixed. My stepdad sold it before I could fix it. I was like, I could have fixed that.
Oh
What
no,
the
ours,
fuck?
and mine's still in the garage.
You know what?
I
Surprise. Dude, I don't know why you don't ride that. It gets 80 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, dude, that's like all kinds of fucking money right
it
there.
needs to be fixed, but I can't find anyone to fix it because they don't want to work on it. Because here's the thing: I had the Saks G3 moped, which was an Italian-made.
It looked like
moped.
the motorcycle, right? It had
Yeah.
the gas tank, the red gas tank. Yeah.
Candy apple red. It was beautiful.
And that thing actually went like 40 miles an hour.
It was fantastic, dude. And on top of it, I had this.
Is it all rusty and stuff now?
It needs work.
Yeah, that's like a weekend project.
Oh,
I've
no,
rebuilt.
this is-
No, I've
Dude, if you
rebuilt
could do
an
it.
entire motorcycle, you can do a fucking moped.
If you can do it,
It's a single cylinder.
right?
dude,
It's there. Well, that's what I rebuilt. It was a not a 150. It was a 75 cc single cylinder, 2-stroke.
Okay.
that's dude. If you could do it, I'm telling you, I would love for this.
The points are probably rusty.
Yeah, it's.
it needs to totally be rebuilt.
the hard part would be finding the parts, but I'm sure there's
That's the
something
thing.
compatible.
Well,
that you
they're
could
actually
get.
mopeds are making a huge
Oh,
comeback.
they are.
back.
Yeah, but
And-
most of the new ones are all electric.
No, you can get there's actually a website called Moped Army,
Nice.
and you can get parts
Parts?
and shit. Not yeah.
This is a total side off the
It's like
crazy.
we're not even close to what we started with. But
No,
go on.
but
I'm
right,
interested.
Right. No, there was back at that time that you won't know these people, but you'll understand because you're probably the same group of kids. We didn't have cars.
No.
we
Too young for cars.
It's not
too young for cars.
wait,
too
how-
old for bicycles.
How old is a tween? Where's the tweener? Would we be considered tweeners between 12 to 15 or no?
Kinda, yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's just
That was
yeah.
moped range.
You're yeah.
Right, so-
Because you were old enough to have a moped license, but not
Right.
old enough to have a car. That was like 14
14,
to 16.
yeah.
Because I was
So anybody young listening, we did have to have a moped license.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I would umpire back then at the fields. Well, anyways, we had this back in Hid Valley. We had, which is the development that's behind the house here.
Right.
It was like the new development in the 80s.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted their family to live there.
we were the hillbillies at the front.
Well, dude, I was a hillbilly on like 10 miles away in the woods. Dude,
He lived. When I mean sticks, you were on the outskirts. of the
ours
city.
was the last road to get picked up by a school bus.
I can relate. I'm with you.
You know, when the bus is finally warm from all the kids in the
Right.
bus eating.
But you know what the worst part is? Like, you had one chance to catch the bus, so you had to get out there. And then, of course, your ears are freezing. You
Right.
get on the bus.
Right.
Some little bastard flicks your ear.
Oh,
That
it's
was
the
the big
worst.
thing. It felt like it left your body.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, right.
And then you end up getting into a fight with the kid.
And it was a 20-minute walk to the bus stop.
It was literally like
Right.
5 minutes outside my door, but
right.
you couldn't miss it. You know what I mean?
You didn't have a
Bus shelter?
A bus shelter.
Hell
yeah.
no. Me
Yeah.
and our neighbors
Yeah.
stood in a group.
Yeah.
Bus?
Because there was, right up from him, it was either up on Northridge or on at the end of your street. There was like a little.
Not at the end of my street. I would have hidden that thing.
Then it was up further. There was one kid would always sit in this. It's a bus. When you're waiting for
Ed
the
still
bus.
got one. That's where the cats live.
Yeah. It looked like a little outhouse.
Yes.
Yeah, like a little outhouse with a window on the side the bus came
Yeah,
from.
it basically
and, if, and if they changed the direction of the bus the next year, you were screwed because it would just show up and you're like, oh shit, and missed the bus. Yes.
It had a cassette toilet in there, right? No,
a composting toilet.
Composting toilet.
Composting.
There was a Yeti.
It was just a
digress.
Yeti cooler.
But behind us at Hidden Valley was a house we used to always hang out with. It was a builder Tom. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Who I mentioned before. He's got the Steindl Construction. His house was like central.
I hung out a
Because
lot.
he built it there.
No, it was.
I hung out a lot with Scott Babinski that lived right next door to him.
Right next door,
And
right,
then
yeah.
Val Hato lived across
Across
the street.
Right. So
Yeah.
which was Byron's wife, lived, and her parents still lived across the street from the guy. So we would go over to his house and we just kind of hang out there. And they had there's a hot dog place in Amherst there. That their daughter
Right.
they were like a street over, so she'd come over. They had just a bunch of the local girls that all the guys would try and hit on. Of
course.
You know, we were at tween age.
But you know, you try your best game.
Yeah, right.
You know, you went over there with your white Adidas high top tennis shoes.
Did you just washed that day?
Well, you had them unlaced. You know what I mean? Except I had like a Schmiedis and there was like Velcro,
I had the Pluma shoes.
but I didn't have a moped.
I didn't even have Pumas. They were something
They were
close.
just poo.
They were just shit. That's all. So we would go over to his house, and
Everybody tried spitting mad game at him. It
there,
just didn't
there
work.
was all the girls over.
Hey,
there.
hey.
You know, Tracy, like the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
and it was there. So what happened was when I first got my moped, and it was great. You know, I had the moped.
Oh god!
Right,
Ed
you were-
rolls up on the
you thought
moped
you were
like
king-
it's some kind of Hell's Angel. He's
You know,
like,
and he like whipped by real fast so the horn sounded better.
So, you think you're the cool kid then because he's
real fast at 10 miles an hour.
Dude, and it was the
But you
worst.
know what? It got me from the furthest side of town to Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
But the worst part was when you ran out of gas or the fucking motor burnt out, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
And then
You're pedaling that 200-pound bike home.
Dude, that was the thing. It had the pedals on it.
Christ.
That's
Yep.
how we started. Pedal it and let it go. For the audience, if you're in the generation 35 or below, you don't understand that it had a clutch, like kind of.
You had to pop the clutch to start it.
Yeah,
That was
pulled
literally
it in and pedaled,
yes.
and it engaged the starter while you were pedaling.
Yes.
Right, and and it had a little switch on it. It was, I loved it. It was great. Well, I had mine, and they got and then our friend James P. Nunamaker, he used to love it because he would grab onto me, and I'd drive, and he had a bicycle, ride.
Right.
Until at the end of the street, there was this Goomba that moved, dumb dagos like us, that he moved in right at the top of the hill. Their street, Construction Tom's Construction Tom.
Oh, yeah,
Builder
yeah.
Tom. He goes up. His street goes up.
Yeah.
And right at the peak of the hill, this guy moved in. He was one of those mutant kids. Like, remember Construction Randy you'd swear he was 22 and
he was in 7th grade. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being friends with Randy back in the day, like junior high.
Right.
Like Farmer Ron.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. They were
The
both like
70-year-old in 6th grade.
But I remember I weighed 60 pounds in 7th grade, and Randy was working down at Neptune Cellar.
Right.
I went down and, hey, Randy.
He's bench pressing
Dude, he was
250.
he was just like good genes.
Good genes. Well, this guy moved in. This mook moved in down the road.
heavy.
Dude, he was like Frankenstein mutant. Like he was
an enforcer of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
It was the worst. And then we look over and
You're trying to compete with this kid, right?
Dude,
exactly.
That's where you're going, right?
We're like,
you're like, fucker.
This wasn't a kid. This was like a man. You know what I mean? Like he's a man moved into the neighborhood, but
Boy, did we get fucked on that deal.
But he was our age, and this is the worst. Not only was like mutant,
he was
Frankenstein tall, but the guy used to drive. It was a moped. And I don't know the brands well enough. I know mine looked like a motorcycle, but the gas tank went at an angle down.
That was a Sax.
Was it a Sax?
Yeah, because
I had a Sax. That's a Sax.
Well, they had different models, but my friend across the street, Greg Reinhardt, his sister had one with or Puch. It was a Puch.
P-U-C-H.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I had the Motobicane.
Yeah, and it went down at an angle.
Yeah.
And those things only had a 1-gallon tank tops.
Yeah, but it would
all
get
you
you to
needed.
Cleveland and back.
Right.
It might take all day, but it'd get you to Cleveland and back.
Right, it did. It had a reserve, dude. So you knew that if you went to the reserve tank, you're
in trouble. You're like, I got like 2 miles.
No, if you went to reserve on a moped, you could go, I'm going back to the store. Fuck it.
But then if I remember, you had to do a 50-50 mix or something.
You had to mix the gas. It was a 2-stroke.
Yeah, it was a 2-stroke.
So you had to mix the gas and the oil.
Like a
Right.
weed whacker. Yeah.
Right.
So the same thing. So this guy, I'll never forget, dude. And, we're kids. Kids are cruel. I'm not
Kids
saying...
are dicks. Especially if you got your own crew, you like your own clique, and then an outsider comes in that's trying to infiltrate.
And they're cooler than you.
Yeah, you're like, hold up.
Look at it. Kids look at his face.
You're like, stop right there,
Right.
Mr. Newton.
Right. And it's not the...
New guy on the podcast.
Right. No, not like that.
He's trying to infiltrate.
Right. He's trying to infiltrate. Wink, wink, wink. Right. No, so this dude moved in, and we, I had the moped, and we'd all like, hey, and his name was, Joe.
It was Joe.
I don't remember his name.
Mutant Joe.
Mutant Joe.
Mutant Jew.
Old Mutant Joe.
Oh, God, that's good.
I saw him in that movie in the 80s.
What, My Bodyguard?
Right.
Remember that one?
Yeah, but Mutant Joe, then he had, we're like, and he would come down, hey, moved in, just trying to say hi, because he saw us hanging out, trying to be a
Trying
kid.
to say hi. Who are these ladies?
Well, here's the thing. Even though we were, so it's like I said, 12 to 15.
Grade.
Yeah, 7th grade. They
And go on.
At that age, you're
You're
trying
like,
to impress.
oh,
You do whatever you can to impress the girls.
Yes.
You get it. And so
Yes.
this guy come down and he's like, "Hey, ladies," like you said, and all of a sudden the girls would talk to him. We're like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute." And so what happened is he saw we had a moped. Well, then he got a moped,
Of course.
and he bought this Pook.
And then a
Is that how you pronounce it?
Fiero.
Yeah, Pook. But dude, he learned how to take the governor off that thing.
Governor.
Hello, governor.
So his went ultra fast.
Super fast.
Like 26 miles an hour.
No, some of those things were.
They flew.
Unfortunately, you really put a lot of wear and tear.
Right, on the engine. Well, what happened was he would try and impress us, like when we were kind of standoffish
Yeah.
to him, and he would
He'd like ride by, act like he didn't see you.
dude, worse because he was so mutant tall and everything. He was just a big guy, It's not
Yeah.
none of his fault. We were just kids. So he was running, or not running. He was on the moped, going by, and he would try and like
Pipe a wheelie or.
Well, did you ever ride your bike and take your hands off the wheel and you'd ride with?
Absolutely.
Okay, you do that too.
We were kids. We were dumb.
right. Okay.
Yeah, but you need to have your hand on the throttle on a moped. It
Well-
slows down if you take it off.
Super fast.
Right.
They don't coast.
Yeah, it was like,
Right.
done.
Well, he would do something where he would ride down the hill, standing up on his Pook
Yeah.
moped, driving by past us, and all of a sudden the girls were impressed, like, "Hey, check that guy out."
So you're like, wait a minute. Note to self. Stand up on seat.
So,
Yeah, no, I
this is
didn't
how
know.
Ed died
No, dude,
the first time.
no. See, so mine looked like a motorcycle. So I thought, but I didn't stand. I wasn't brave enough to do. I'd stand up on the.
Did you like jump a shark tank? Like the Fonz?
Right?
No, but I
Did
was
you try to pop a wheelie?
The Ed Money Show just jumped the shark.
no. So I would try to, you'd hit like a curb, or you'd come over to something like I go to James's house and I hit the curb and jump it.
Yeah.
Something like
You
that.
pulled up real hard.
Right.
Try to get a little air. You got like 3 feet of air. It's like
6 inches.
The best part was this dude for where in Hidden Valley back there, because the way the builder that built that whole development, he knew how to scrape corners.
Well, yeah.
And one of it was
That's what they did back then.
One of it was drainage.
Oh, perfect.
So Hidden Valley is notorious
For flooding lawns.
For flooding. All the time. The streets will flood all the time because the drains get all clogged. Because they just
Random.
can't.
So is Parma.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
You mean for like any time it rains, you're flood?
Abs-fucking-lutely, yeah. Yep.
Look at his face. Yeah, so it was notorious.
So I'm familiar.
Because the drainage was there.
Just for the record, the part of town I lived on didn't even have sewers.
you had ditches. You had a
We
ditch out
seriously
front.
have no sewers. To this day, my dad has no sewers down his road.
We're just getting them here.
Yeah.
And it's 2024.
Hey, congratulations. Welcome to the 19th century.
Welcome to your extra bill.
Right. So what happened was it's notorious where that house is at, Val's house. So
Yeah.
it'll flood, and then as it rains, it goes away. But there's always this
Mud slick.
algae / mud / whatever slick.
Yeah.
Well, this cat who moved into the area didn't know this because we, had
Oh,
bicycles.
no.
And he comes riding down trying to impress one day. And he had long hair too. Goddamn son of a bitch mutant. He had long flowing hair. And he's, doing this. And he's looking at, I'll never forget the day, dude. He looked down over us and, he's doing that like I'm cool move.
Yeah.
And he hit the slick.
Oh,
It's just.
it was like when the bird hit Fabio in the face.
On the
Just,
roller coaster?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
done.
What?
Just, yeah.
What are you? You
don't know about that?
Instant karma.
Oh.
But anyhow.
No, dude, he hit it. And for anyone out there, look back years ago, there was a wreck by Evel Knievel in the wide world of sports.
Oh, when he tried to jump the fountains at Caesars? Not so much.
And when he hit, and this dude hit that slick, and the moped went down, and when he hit, his body just went. We were teens.
Because it just slid out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just, he was there and the bike was gone and he just went, oh, shit.
And once he hit, ooh, 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 and that was
You
it.
got that slow motion body fall. Like, his legs are here and all of a sudden he's just like,
Right. Oh.
And in reality, it was like 3 seconds
Right.
with a scab
Right,
that
but-
lasted a month.
But everybody saw it happen in slow motion. They were like,
Oh yeah, isn't that weird how that works? If you see somebody getting fucked up, it's like in slow motion.
Yes.
But if somebody videos it, you're like, wait, slow that down. Is this sped
Right,
up or
right.
something?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a term for that. There actually is. I think there is a term that your
Don't know
mind
it.
your mind
something
does,
I can't help with. Sorry.
your mind
Sorry.
goes into some type of thing.
Why did you come tonight?
I don't know.
To way
I
that-
apologize. I
the
will
way to
leave.
conceive things. Sorry, I just thought about that for a second. I guess you made me think of mopeds. Maybe think, God, I
my God,
remember
that's funny.
having. See, I never wiped out on mine. I was fortunate because I didn't do
Oh,
anything
God.
too crazy. Did
Oh,
you?
Well,
I
we
did all
had dirt
kinds of
bikes and
crazy shit.
everything.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I lived on the road I lived on
Right,
had a
yeah.
motorcycle track on it. So we had dirt bikes.
I remember you having
and,
dirt bike,
yeah, some of my friends had BMX bikes,
Right,
you know.
right.
And one day, I'll tell a story.
Right.
Me, Scooby, and my buddy Nicky. My friend Scooby he was sponsored by Diamondback back in the day.
nice.
Sure. Now wait. Now that's BMX.
BMX bike.
Not
Right.
What am I thinking? What's a
Motocross bike.
I think
Okay,
motocross like
okay.
Fox or
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
or Honda.
Here's the thing. We took the BMX bikes to the motorcycle track.
For the audience out there, that's Metal Arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Arcs.
And there's a big hill, and it goes down, and there's a drainage ditch, and then it goes into a berm.
Yep.
Well, we were like seeing how many tires we could jump and then go into the berm. I got to like 5 tires.
Are you
I
kidding?
was hauling ass.
You hit, dude. You got to be.
I was
hauling ass.
was like flying. I was 5 tires.
Yeah.
The front tire
It's
hit
a
the
hard
berm.
hit. If you, it's a
Well,
hard
the front
hit.
tire hit the berm, and back in the day they had these things called bear trap pedals. They were huge
Yes.
spikes.
Christ.
I had
Wait,
one in my
wait,
shin.
Bear trap. What's a bear trap?
It was like a bicycle pedal,
Over the-
but it had big spikes on it, so your feet didn't slip off.
right.
So one was embedded in my
Except
shin,
your feet always slipped off, and you ended up with them in your shin.
right, and the other one was in the back of my calf.
Yes, one in the
And
back
I
of
was
your calf.
rolling. I was tangled
Yes.
up in the bike, rolling.
Like in barbed wire.
Yes.
Oh, and I got up.
Absolutely.
And and this is no exaggeration. I got up. I'm like, okay, I'm okay. They're like, no way, all that.
Yeah.
I had a strawberry. Both my knees, like the jeans were gone. I had
It's shredded like a.
Oh, yeah, I
like
had,
a cougar attack.
like big
Yes.
fucking scabs on both my knees. My one shin was tore up. My one calf was tore up. And I had to walk because the road is so long, I had to walk like 3/4 of a mile home.
Oh god.
And dude,
every step getting
it
worse and
hurt
worse.
so bad.
Oh god, and it's a never-ending. It's a here's
And
the
that scab, dude, I'll bet you it lasted most of school year.
My first stitches that I ever had were from a bear trap pedal. It caught
Really?
me right in the back of the knee, and it just gouged it, and it was bad. It
I don't
was
know.
like,
I understand why they
dude,
made
it was-
them.
Oh, yeah,
But
they
I
made
don't
them
un-
so that you would stick, but you never stuck to
No,
them.
'cause
You
once
slid
your foot
off,
left, yeah.
right. You slid off, and that thing would just spin around and catch whatever the
They were
foot skin
brutal.
was there and tear it right off.
What were the ones that you put your? It looked like a.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
those are road riding,
Yeah,
but like
no.
road race
Oh,
bikes.
yeah, those are like
no.
street racers. No, thank you. I don't want my feet stuck in a stirrup while I'm on a bike.
It's like getting your shoelace caught in the pedal.
Right,
You can't put your
exactly.
foot down. You're just looking for a soft place to land. You're like, well, this looks like this curb here is nice and soft.
Yep.
Do you know? I never understood. That's like snowboarders and skiers.
Right.
Their
Feet are locked in.
So
Yeah.
that makes sense because you want to keep the board or the ski with you.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep your bike with you because if you need to put your foot down, you can't.
Now, I don't know if I'm not an avid
I mean, they're-
snowboarder or
yeah.
skier. There's got to be a way to fall.
Oh yeah. Well, you fall with your board or your skis. That's like my daughter snowboards, and it's like I had her all set up. I had her stand on it, did a whole whatever, got her binding
Yeah.
set up. They're quick release, but you have to hit the back of your foot to release it. Otherwise, you just kind of kick your feet out and fall on your ass
And hope for the
like,
best?
That's
Yeah.
it. But you're on snow.
right.
But my daughter will tell you sometimes that snow not so soft.
No,
Right,
I've seen
right.
people
Almost-
bite it on
I had to
Right.
take her to the ER because she fell on her tailbone,
her coccyx.
her coccyx.
God,
Yes,
you're
and she
kidding.
was like, "I'm dying. I don't know what to do."
Yeah, she probably broke it.
No, it's fine.
It was just bruised?
Bruised coccyx is just as bad as breaking it. Hurts like a bitch.
Well, he's. I got to give it to you. You were a skateboarder too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, that's as close to Death Valley as anything else. Because, dude, your ankles, your knees.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Because we didn't
my
have all
hips.
the padding back then.
No, we didn't. We just went for it. Me and my buddy Rusty rode our skateboards down Mill Hollow Hill. The
Oh,
old
God.
Mill Hollow Hill, not the revised one. The old one that was like, we were going so fast, the board
oh yeah,
was
the board's
wobbling.
wobbling. And you're like, I should have tightened those trucks.
And, yeah, well, we made it. We did make it. We were like, holy shit! But once you hit the grass, you were done.
Right.
And I slid. Honestly, we both slid. I don't know how many. It was.
In the grass.
Oh yeah, it was like ridiculous. It looked like some kind of present day meme.
You turn
know?
around, you're like looking up.
Did you ever see like how they take the soccer player on his knees and he like slides all around the grass? That was us. But we made it. But we were shitting our pants, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
been there.
See, that's another thing too. Back then, see, here's it. We growing up, we
didn't have pads and shit. They were like, our parents let us go and have at her. Walk it off.
We were the development of those things.
Right. So you say that, but when I was in high school, my stepdad wouldn't allow me to skateboard without my pads, but it wasn't cool. So I'd leave the house with the pads and then take them off and leave them somewhere.
Oh, God.
Such a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when I started skating ramp, I was like, oh my God, pads are great. These are great.
Yeah.
Because you cannot skate ramp without pads.
No.
It's a reason it's called a rector slide. For those of you out there know, you know.
Rector.
Damn near killed her.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had the wrist ones.
Oh, my
Remember
God,
how it had-
yes.
Yeah. Thank God I did, because I would have broke my wrist
Oh, yeah.
multiple times. That's on a ramp.
Dude, that's crazy.
I was terrible at ramp. I could street skate like none other. I could ollie, do all that kick flips.
Oh, yeah.
But put me on a ramp, and I'm like, "Duh!"
I was not good on a ramp either. My cousin was amazing. He was great on a ramp, but he and I used to go down, like you were saying, down the hill. He lived in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, on a hill.
Oh, God.
And we would just like put the boards out in front of his house and stand on them and go, gone.
like
We
Chevy
like-
Chase at Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God, 30 miles an hour, easy. And you're like halfway down, like you said, wobbling. You're like all over the road.
And then you're like trying to plan out your escape.
The worst part was at the bottom of the road wasn't grass. It was a bridge over a creek that was 20 feet below the bridge. And we're like,
God.
bail.
Have you know what? Have
And you
you
just
ever seen
duck
these
out.
videos? I've seen videos of, I don't know if they're longboarders or what, these
Oh, the dudes on the slaloms? Oh, yeah. We've done that. We've done it on regular boards. And I don't know how these guys do it because they don't. I've seen a lot of them that they
Right.
don't have pads. I'm like,
No.
you're out of your goddamn mind.
And dude,
because most of the time you're ending up on your knees trying to save your life.
A lot of them, and
It's
they're
crazy.
At least from the camera, it looks like they are hauling ass.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it's 80 miles an hour, but it's like
Yes.
30.
Still,
Still.
Right, but it's still, you're doing 30 miles an hour on this little board on these tiny little
And they're
wheels.
laying on their back.
Right.
And they got the whole luge outfit on.
We used, my friend, they do. And my friends and I, we used to do the follow the leader, right, on
luge
skateboards.
outfit.
And it was go as fast as you can and try to lose the guys behind you through the city. Like we're going through parking lots,
Yeah.
streets, you name it. And I think I told you this one time. I had shitty nuts on my trucks. I didn't have the vinyl lock nuts. I just had
Oh,
regular
no.
ones, and they didn't lock right.
Did it come on?
Both of my trucks fell off in a power slide, turning left, and the trucks came off, and I just kept going. I slid for about 50 feet on my ass. I was like,
kidding.
what the hell was that? And they realized I wasn't behind them, and they turned around, and they're like, what happened?
All there is like dust and pieces of your skateboard. I hope he's all right.
And I just picked.
He ground down.
I-
as he-
R.I.P. Jeffrey.
I swear to God, I pick up my board. There's no trucks, no wheels, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta find those."
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, they were back there somewhere. So we went immediately to the skate shop. And they're like, "Here, we'll get you some new bolts. It'll
Yeah,
be
they got
fine."
new kingpins
Oh,
with
new everything.
yeah.
God, because I ground the shit out of those. It was bad.
God bless.
It was
man.
hilarious, though.
How you guys did that? That
We were dumb and didn't care.
We're suffering for it now. We can barely
Absolutely.
walk.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got
had
stories.
fun, yeah.
Well, not only that,
Great time.
just that. I dig the videos. I always want to do it, but my fear of water, jet skiers, or not
Oh,
jet ski,
yeah.
Jet ski.
the ski,
Oh,
water
the
skier.
slalom skiing? Yeah. Yeah.
I can't water ski to save my life.
Right.
I
Dude,
can't get up.
And they say that when these
Skiing. Water skiing.
I was like,
For the
wait
record.
for it.
For the record, water skiing.
They say when they wipe out, dude, it's like hitting concrete.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
if I
it's.
Is it?
Dude, I dove. I know what it's like to hit water. It's like hitting a fucking brick. It's like concrete wall. Smack.
God.
I do know that if you fall backwards on water skis, you get 50 gallons of Lake Erie up your asshole.
Yes, and then-
Basically Lake Erie enema.
It's basically, yeah, I've got a friend that I went to high school with. It was like, so I was water skiing this weekend, and
And
the
water's coming out her mouth.
skis went out from under him, and he hit ass first. He's like, didn't even make it to shore.
Oh, you're kidding.
It's like he shit himself before he even made it to shore because it was just an enema. Just
That's all it is. It's water
water
super fast.
right up,
Right up
'cause
your ass?
You've got to clench, and if you don't in time, it's
You're picking
there's no stopping it.
you're picking your bathing suit out of your asshole for like a month.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh yeah.
Do you know I've also watched these crazy
Have you ever like whitewater
amazing.
rafted or anything?
Yes, love whitewater
I
rafting.
won't do that.
That's crazy too, because they go over these rocks and shit, dude. A lot
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
a lot of them
that's
will tip
why.
and hit a
Yeah,
rock.
I don't want to hit a rock and die.
Well, I don't understand. Okay, none of them, because I watch
These-
Rabbit Hole
they're-
with you,
yeah.
and these whitewater rafters, they're in full clothing and
they got the
gear
helmet
on.
and they got the life vest and everything.
Yeah, but do you know how heavy it would be if you
every
go
time
over-
I've been, we wore wetsuits
yeah.
because well, the first time I went, we
cold.
had actually the first time I went was in April in West Virginia.
What were you thinking?
Buddy of mine won the trip through the home and garden thing.
Yeah.
And it was at the beginning of the year.
Oh God,
That's the only time it's free. So we had dry suits because wetsuits was too cold.
Yeah.
he's whitewater rapping as the bears are coming out of
Oh, yeah.
hibernation.
Exactly. Exactly. But it was a blast.
As they go by, did somebody order DoorDash?
Right. But we had so much fun doing it. I mean, it was really a good time.
See, there's two things I won't do: whitewater rafting and skydiving. Both of those, because it's skydiving. I see it a lot. I mean, I know a guy that skydives all the time. He's an old friend. He just loves skydiving, and knock on wood, he's been good.
Right.
But then you see the videos of the people. It was his first time skydiving, and he was tandem with an instructor.
Right.
He's over there and over there. Part of it's like right there.
So the thing about skydiving, though, is you're not drowning. Like, you're not suffering.
No, you're just
if your
watching
Chute,
imminent-
if your chute doesn't open, you're like, oh, well.
See, that's not
Like,
my
it's done.
response.
No,
Like,
that's not mine either.
like,
no.
fuck
I'd
it.
be like, flap! Dude, and if chickens can do it, so can I, son of a bitch.
You're thinking the X-Men movies hopefully are real. I swear the X-Men, grow wings, grow
So there
wings.
he's like, I will use my mind to stop my fall.
Dude, I'm watching these crazy videos. You watch these base jumpers, people like that, where their
Oh
chute
my
doesn't
God, yes.
chute doesn't open.
Or they pull it too soon and it's close to the wall and you're like,
Or they pull it too late and it's close to the ground.
Right, yes.
See, that's the thing about it. You're
That's
literally
not my thing, man.
The gamble of the jump, man.
Oh, have you ever seen, speaking of like crazy base jumping and shit, I think it's a world record, and it was this dude jumped from an airplane with no parachute and landed in boxes.
I think I did see that video.
He did the wingsuit,
Yes.
and then right before he got to this giant pile of fucking cardboard boxes
With a big target
he
on it.
like arched his back, went straight up in the air, and just tucked and went.
I arch my back, there's my
Like,
big old
fuck,
tongue.
right? It's like my luck. I'd arch my back, it'd break, and I'd like end up a paraplegic for the rest of my life because I missed the boxes.
Your suit tears and your dong.
Right.
There's just a
flapping
dong flapping. Yeah, that's one. There's two things I just have no desire to do.
So you're saying you'd land on an aircraft carrier?
Oh, that's good, dude.
Well, dude, I watched the wingsuits have evolved now,
Right.
To where they really don't need parachutes.
Right.
These guys, because
They
you know,
control it well.
However,
Yeah.
the guys that like fly in the rock formation.
Oh yeah, they thread the needles and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that.
You're
Like,
going a couple hundred miles an hour, and it's just you, a wingsuit, and a little moped helmet
right.
I watched a horror.
with no visor because that's got
Now-
ripped off.
Now, mind you, I would love to do that because just the feeling of flight
No.
in and of yourself would be amazing.
There was a-
I'm not doing the fucking rock canyons and shit. Like
Right.
I'm not hitting the Womp Rat
Right. There was a dude
in Baker's
that did
Canyon.
Yeah,
Like no,
use the force, Jeffrey.
like I'm not doing that. But like just
He puts
open
down
air.
this little scanner.
So
that. Stay on target.
how about a what are they called? Ultralights. Would you do an ultralight with the fan and the hang glider?
no, that is not ultralight. That is a
Not paragliding. Is it
Paraglider, yeah.
No, not paragliding is when you're it's similar, but an ultralight is you're in the seat and it's got
Yeah.
a little fan.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
an
I don't want any
ultralight.
part of that.
A paraglider is when you're gliding behind things. And
What's the
holding
one with the parachute and the propeller on your back?
Yeah,
That's
backpack.
ultralight.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, that's similar. That's paragliding.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The ultralight has the hang glider.
Yeah, my old foreman at a factory I worked at, when paragliding first came out, it had a little motor on the hang glider. He actually broke his back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I'm like, where's my list?
It's like nope,
Nah, no paragliding. Yeah, what happened? Somehow he was landing and it caught an updraft that just flipped him it flipped him up.
over.
Yeah, and luckily the motor cut out, and when he landed, it just broke his back.
Oh, good God.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
yeah, no thanks.
See, before we get to the drink of the.
Don't forget our sponsor. Why don't you talk
I
about?
was gonna say, let's.
I was going to continue. Well, let me finish this real quick. I watched Thailand Charlie said to check out. They have
He was a professional windsurfer.
He was a windsurfer. Yeah. He's building his house. Hey, Thailand Charlie, thank you again for the comments and for watching the show and for turning people on in Thailand to us. That he is having a house built, but he's like, dude, they do this thing where they take tourists and they hook it up to a boat. And they pull you up.
Yeah, it's
parasailing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's all over the place.
My mom has done that.
But they're having a problem because, they have so many tourists that come through and they don't have the same standards that you and I might have.
Right.
And they've had people go up and the line go and break.
And they just float into a shark's mouth. Yeah. I've seen videos of that. They're like, we're going down. We're going down. We're going down. Luckily, it's just a la, la, la. They don't just like... They glide down, but unfortunately, you're in the middle of the ocean,
and you get heavy.
And these guys on the boat don't even realize it.
Right. And when you're in the middle of an ocean connected to a parachute, it's not good.
Right.
No. Because those sink. They don't float. They get water and pull you under.
Oh God! And you get a tourist that doesn't understand.
Right. You need to release.
Would be funny is if they caught an updraft and they disappear.
They're like, see ya.
Hi, Calypso.
Like, I'm on my way to mainland China.
I come from a land down under.
Right.
You started Thailand in Australia. How did this happen?
Funny enough, like,
and a tarantula.
You've been up there for like 16 years, just floating.
You remember when Forrest Gump was running for like a year?
Right,
He had the big beard and everything. That's when you land looking like him. I thought I would float.
Missing a leg because you ate
Like,
your
what did you
leg.
eat? Albatross. Flew by, grabbed one.
God, yeah, on his.
I kept one alive for the eggs.
Check out half the people that are brave enough to be part of the
let's
show.
get the, beer of the week.
Beer of the week. We're going to do, first I want to shout out to all the different people. Storm Angels, thank you again for the helping on the kitties. Andrew Grizzle over at Allstate. Please check him out. The graphic will be up here so you'll be able to see it. He's out of the North Ridgeville office at 440-327-8744. Andrew Grizzle is a great guy. If you want to save some money, hell, he moved to the area and just looking for an agent to be able to keep a few bucks in your pocket because he's going to save you money. Get a hold of him. Please do so. Our beer of the week is going to be provided. Also, that graphic coming up here by Brown Hill Market Store. Go ahead, Chucky. What is it?
This week's beer that was donated by them was from Saucy Brew Works, and it's called Boo Thang. It's an Imperial Pumpkin Ale. It is 9 point something alcohol. I can't read
God
it.
damn.
God damn.
So anyhow, thank you very much, Brown Hill, and for Saucy Brew, check them out.
Yep.
And
Saucy Brew Works. It's the last of the pumpkin.
God, thank you.
yeah. Well, ready? Let's try this.
Let's try this.
So thank you, Brown Hill Country Store.
I gotta get the sticker off there.
Oh,
That's
tangy.
I didn't get any pumpkin.
No, me neither. That was.
I got. It's got a real bitter bite. It's not terrible. I didn't get any pumpkin.
It
I'm
was
not
like
sure.
it's filtered through leaves or something.
That is a very, very light pumpkin-y.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not bad if you're looking for a light pumpkin one because the last week's was like pumpkin pie.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
That was good, though. I like the porter.
yeah. But so check it out, and thank you very much, you guys. I
I
appreciate
might have to change my mind about pumpkin beers. I'm not going to lie. This isn't
Is
bad
it
at
growing
all.
on you?
You had
right?
enough of them.
Well, so the porter last week was delicious because it was
Yeah.
a porter, and the pumpkin was like the afterthought. This one is kind of similar. It's more of an IPA.
It's growing on
Yeah,
you.
it definitely has a bitter.
and it's
bite.
right. It's got the right mix of hops to give that pumpkin the right.
It's
I
growing.
mean, I could definitely sit down and drink one.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
I want to call it
Not
a.
tonight.
So, audience member, check all these things out. Thank you very much. Real quick.
Yeah.
And also
Good.
check out
Good.
Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant.com.
Oh, God, yeah. Check out. They do duck pin bowling now.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
right.
also check out Grace at Muscle Vodka.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm forgetting someone.
Grizzle.
No, well, I said Andrew Grizzle.
Oh, sorry.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, yeah.
Check them all out.
Yeah.
And if I forgot you, I really am. And Brown Home Country Store.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we got Thanksgiving. For the audience out there, this show
will be up the day before Thanksgiving.
Day
before
before
Thanksgiving.
Chuck, while you're in the fridge, not
Wait.
another one of these.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you. Gotta wash that down.
He's got to drive home.
Right, I'm not doing another 9.72% fucking beer. I got a little bit of a ways to go. Let's
No,
Unless I'm sleeping with your mom tonight.
Lazy I am. I'm like my chair is literally in the fucking refrigerator.
I'm gonna sleep
God,
next to
that's
Mama Money tonight.
No, we got Thanksgiving coming up, and Mama,
Like,
Roll
move
over, Mama.
Like, move over, Mama. It's like I can't make it home.
Jeffrey Neutron's here. Don't mind the boner. Shit's about to get real. After
What are
two
you
of
doing
those,
here, Ed?
Yeah.
Ed, go to your room.
that's right. He and I
Ed's
are,
watching. That's me in the corner.
yeah, we'll be crossing swords, crossing the street.
Don't cross the stream.
That's right.
Why? It's spoiled.
We for Thanksgiving now. Do you go to your sister's?
I'm going
right?
to my sister's this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
last year was kind of a
You got Red Luke thing. Yeah.
because everything that happened.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this year, going to my older sister's having us over.
See, you never cook like a full Thanksgiving. You don't.
I don't have room in my house. I would
Right.
love to, but I
Would you?
Oh, absolutely! I'd love to cook. I'm a really good cook.
I mean, what with all those ghosts?
yeah,
Well, I mean, really, that with
It's got no room.
yeah,
I
but
really
turkey-
no. My house is super
That and
small.
everybody rolls right out the
It's
front
not that
door.
my house is small. My house is cut up.
Yeah.
So bad. That's
Right.
what they did back in the day. You
Yeah.
know, we're
Yeah,
talking
right.
1890.
But it's like when you were a kid and you went to your grandparents' house and it's like half the people are in one room,
Yeah.
another half are in
Yeah.
another room.
Yeah.
You had like the kids in the fucking kitchen just by
Right.
themselves, and
Right.
everybody's having a good time by themselves.
right.
Right.
And there, you know, there's
See,
there's like 17 of us.
Yeah.
So
Big family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you couldn't.
I couldn't do that by myself.
couldn't
My
do
older
your-
sister's
That's
having
just Ed's siblings.
Right.
well,
well, we don't. We used to do it. My mom used to do the
you used
cooking.
to do it with your mom.
Yeah,
Right here
no,
in
no.
the pit of despair.
She would do all the cooking and everything. We'd get a big giant turkey and all. It just couldn't do it.
Say, what day is it? It's Christmas Day, son. There's a giant goose still in the window. That's what you get, that big ass one.
We had a farmer that we would get all our
Well, we all
turkey.
had farmers back in the day here.
Like, this is Amherst. They were all farmers.
Yeah.
Right.
You were the only ones who weren't.
Everybody sold to the Urbans. That's right. That's what it
They're
was.
like, talk to the Urbans. We need them to work our fields next year.
Right. So
Have more kids.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had this harvest.
but
Be thankful.
no. So I don't. I'm not cooking. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go through the work.
You're gonna get a Big Mac, chicken Big Mac.
He's going to get one of those DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizzas. Did you see those? Those are a thing. And I kind of want to try one out of
Stop it.
curiosity.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
A DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza.
Sure, it's like it's like a crust, cranberry sauce,
it
stuffing.
really?
It's a
I've seen ones that I don't know if the DiGiorno is, but there's like
Is it like a Thanksgiving dinner on a crust?
I've seen them.
Here I am making
don't-
fun of it. I'm like, all
I
right.
don't know if it's the DiGiorno, but I have seen it's like they call it a Thanksgiving feast pizza, but
I
it's
couldn't
really
do it.
just like the crust is made out of stuffing, and then it's got cranberry sauce and turkey,
the
and
next
all
day
of it.
you
Oh,
make like a whole thing and you fry it
Right.
sometimes. I get
Yes,
that.
yes.
What, where
Right.
you put the
Dude,
leftover...
chicken pot pie made from turkey and the fucking
There it is.
stuffing on top. And
Did you
That's
ever
it.
put the leftover stuffing in
Yes.
a waffle maker?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
And then you put your gravy and mashed potatoes and shredded turkey on it with corn?
In the waffle maker?
No. I don't like... You know
No,
what?
you know what?
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Everybody on this side of the table. What is he talking about? Does
Was he dropped on his head?
No, it's
more than
recently?
once?
So what happened was, I got to tell this quick story because I told him I'd mention him for the show. I'm going to say his name too.
Rangus?
So not Rangus.
Hi, Rangus.
Bye.
So-
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Rangus?
Rangus.
Bye, Ren.
So what happened was,
Wayne?
since we don't do it anymore, I used to go to.
You and your mom don't do it anymore?
No, we don't. We used to go to Fligner's and get the whole meal.
Fligner's.
thing.
I didn't... Oh, yeah, they do. Yes, we've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
Fligner's, also known as the homeless shelter.
No, Fligner's is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Have you ever been there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Way
it's
back
good.
in the day. It's been a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Well, so instead, when one year
It's
when
a drive.
right, it is
Right.
for you. That you got to have something like that close to your house. Maybe
No butchers?
I live in Parma. We got all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
we've
they-
got butchers. and
They
stuff.
got
It's
Rudy
not-
Strudels.
Let me tell you, though, it's not like I've been to Fligner's back in the day. Like, my
Yeah.
stepdad took us to the West Side Market,
Yeah.
like all those staples of the
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Yep.
We don't have a Fligner's. We've got butchers. We've got other places like
Pastry
Cal's.
shops,
That's like the deli. We've got
pierogies.
But Fligner's is like all of that put together. So
Okay.
we've got it, but not
They
all,
got
in, not all in one place.
case, okay.
Right.
Not one-stop shopping.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So recently, within the past 3 times, instead
3 Thanksgivings? Or 3 times you and your mom did it?
no, 3 Thanksgivings and/or Christmas, that because of my dad and everything else,
Yeah.
that we couldn't get in time to. If you don't place your orders for that
Right.
shit, right, and they jack you, and you say they get so many orders. Sorry, we can't help you out. So we have
Going
this
for
place.
pie. They're like, we have pecan. That's it.
Who eats pecan pie? Right.
You know what? People either love it or
Stop
hate it.
it.
I am on the hate it side because I just don't like it.
It's wet peanuts.
Well,
That's
here's the thing. I
Pecan,
love
damn it.
I love turtles, which has pecans in it.
Right.
right.
But I don't like pecan pie. I could literally just sit there and eat.
pecans.
Pecans.
Is it pecans or pecans?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You say potato, I say potato.
Okay, fair enough.
However, don't give me a pecan pie.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah. So,
In my opinion.
Right.
People love it, not me.
It's like a mincemeat pie. Some people love it, some don't.
It's no.
With the raisins?
Nobody likes mincemeat pie.
I do. My dad got me hooked on it because it's a different. All it is raisins and grapes and prunes.
It's basically a fruitcake in pie form.
Right. There's no meat. It's
Yeah. It's mint shit
Look at
pie.
that goddamn face.
Mince
Look at
pie.
that. Look at that. Right, that face too. Mm-mm. 2 faces coming against me. So
go on. Sorry.
So
we derailed that.
Yeah.
conversation.
Sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt your mincemeat shitty ass pie conversation.
So we ended up. Don't encourage him. So
I'm
we-
here to egg him on.
I know.
I'm
there's-
waiting for him to get drunk and join in.
Woo!
So for the audience, there's a place in Vermilion called German's Villa.
Okay. They have the hams.
Hams,
The
right?
hams.
Well, now they do full catering.
Okay.
So for the past 3 years, we've gone to
and
German's
ordered
Villa.
your dinner from German.
Listen to this deal.
Wait, do you eat it there or do you bring it back?
Well,
Well, you probably take to-go boxes if it's a dine-in. I brought my own boxes, thank you.
that hurts. That you.
They're like, how much food do you think you're getting,
and
sir?
they say Arby's or something.
Got gallon baggies that he takes with him. He's like, just put it in here.
They're the old styrofoam Big Mac containers
The brown
from the
ones.
80s.
The brown
Clam
ones.
shells.
The brown. No, so what happens is we go out to German's Villa, and listen to this deal. You can either get the individual dinner; it's $18.
Okay.
You get turkey and or ham,
All
your
the
choice,
fixins.
all the fixins, and a piece of pie. Or you can order. Now we ordered. Listen to this. We ordered a tray. You get a tray that serves 6 to 10.
So it's you and your mom.
No, my 2 brothers are going to show up, and my sister's going to show up.
Okay, so that's 6 to 10.
Right,
Yeah.
6 to 10 of. We'll get a tray of turkey. This is all cut. The tray of turkey, a tray of mashed potatoes, 2 quarts. Dude, you got to have 2 quarts of gravy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
gravy's the key to everything, dude.
Right, you get bad gravy, it ruins the whole meal.
Well, I never thought of that. Yeah, you're right. But gravy also, dude. There's something about gravy. It's like eating KFC. You can't eat KFC without the gravy. You don't just eat.
I mean,
the
you
chicken.
can, but not the potatoes.
Yeah, right.
he's
Thank you.
Right? You
very
don't.
well right.
You don't need it with the chicken, but the potatoes, you absolutely need the
But
gravy.
you got to put gravy on turkey because turkey, no matter how much you
dry.
flavor it,
so dry.
well, it's not that it's dry; it's just not real flavorful. I mean, I inject it with butter and
butter.
garlic and you name it.
I brine mine
Okay,
because
and
I got the big ass like 4-gallon
Yeah.
pot that I
Stop it. You're
soak
a
it
deep
over.
fryer?
No,
Oh, okay.
I brine it. It's you take.
then you
it,
can
I
smoke
got this recipe, and it's like cloves and citrus, and you take water, you boil the water, you put in the citrus, the cloves, the whatever.
Under the skin? Or
No, you
then
put
you
the whole turkey
soak
in
the
it.
turkey in it for
Overnight.
12 hours.
Oh god.
yeah,
and then you bake it.
because the salt content and everything, because there's
It's-
salt
right,
in
yeah,
it.
there's like 4 cups of salt.
It won't be dried out
No,
at all.
No,
It'll be
it's like,
super
I mean,
juicy.
So when you
You're
think
gonna
about
have
the-
high blood pressure the next day,
Yeah.
but it'll be fine.
Your finger,
No.
you won't be able to bend your fingers without puncturing them so the juice comes out like the sausages on the grill.
But it is so good. So
You're
good.
gonna look like saucy Spider-Man.
Does it come out of your wrist?
God damn.
Nope, my finger joints. Don't turn your neck.
Promo fingers. That's it. Fingers sausage. That's the promo.
Yeah, but without brining, which nobody does,
Right.
you've got to have gravy. You have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Gravy's everything. So I got 2 quarts. So I got the turkey, mashed potatoes, 2 quarts of gravy, stuffing. This is a tray of stuffing, and I'm a fan of the green bean casserole.
I'll eat green bean casserole.
So do I.
I could pass on cranberries though. Yeah, give two shits
I
about
like-
cranberries.
I like natural cranberries. I'm over the canned stuff.
The stuff that comes out in the shape of the can.
Right.
Slice it up.
When I was
Slice me some cranberries.
When I was a kid, I loved that stuff, but then I got into my like early 20s. I'm like, why did I ever like this?
Why? Yes.
I'm like,
Thank
this is
you.
just
Thank you.
disgusting.
God
Remember we
damn
talked a
I
couple
did.
weeks ago about how your tastes change?
yeah. Yes.
That's me and Rubens.
like
and corned
just-
beef.
Dude.
Can't do it anymore.
The thing is, my mom then here's the thing. I said,
She
Mom,
loves cranberries.
I
She
said-
likes to slice it along the ribs of the can.
Ooh, make me some cranberry coins.
Which, that's the nice thing about the can is it tells you where to cut.
It is. It's like cut here.
That's funny. No, this is the thing.
But you know what? It comes out of the can like
Yeah.
canned dog food.
It's like
You literally have to cut the top and the bottom of the can
right,
off.
so it falls out.
Right. My mom goes, she's like,
It's like weep. Wow.
yeah, she tells me, she goes, did you get the cranberry? Because you can order the tray. And I'm like, why would we get
You're
a
not going to
tray?
get a tray of cranberries.
A tray of cranberry, and they don't serve the regular cranberry. There's a different. I found this out. There's cranberry jelly, and
Yeah.
there's cranberry
sauce.
Sauce.
Yes.
Right. So,
difference.
And I go,
But they're both. I'm just like I leave them both
so I went and bought. This is
because a lot of
listen to
times
this.
people put the cranberries in their stuffing. The cranberry sauce.
Yes,
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do. Well, I got all that. What I described, all that for $160. That's not bad. For 6 to 10 people, you can't beat the price. What are you doing?
Yeah, right. 6 to 10 people for $150. That's
Right.
That's $10 a person,
Right. That's
basically,
not
yeah.
bad.
That's-
That's
right.
probably less than a regular dinner that you're gonna make at home.
Their dinners, if you buy the dinner alone, is 18 plus tax. So
Right.
we won. I won on this.
Because you might have leftovers.
Well, right. That's what I'm thinking.
That's why he takes the gallon baggies.
So you pick that up and bring it home and heat it up.
Because
You don't eat it there. They don't give you like your trays and you sit at the table.
Right. I order in it because I'm picking it up on Wednesday and
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's on, and all I do is throw in the oven for
2 hours
for 12 weeks or something.
Yeah. So you have turkey jerky. Turkey
it in a-
jerky and rock candy stuffing.
Puts it at 110 degrees for 52 hours.
Slow and low, that's the way to do it.
It's like I'm smoking the turkey. Like that's not how smoking works, Ed. Like that's dehydrating.
I'm on my own. The
The whole house just
Can't
full
keep
of
it
smoke.
lit.
I can't keep it lit.
It sure is delicious.
So yeah, I got that for Thanksgiving. But here's the thing: that isn't where the story was going. Where the story's going. So I went there, Germans Villa.
Oh wait, there was a story?
Oh,
You
I lost track, sorry.
Jeffrey,
where am I?
You ruined
Sorry.
it all. No, so I went and ordered this stuff from there. Super friendly people. For the audience, they have nothing to do with the show. I'd love for them to be a part of it. You know them, have them get a hold of me. Germansville, fantastic, but they're
Vermilion, Ohio.
Vermilion, super friendly people. And they sell hams, big fucking hams.
Yeah,
dude.
the
spiral
honey-
cut.
yeah.
Spiral cut. And I'm like, no, dude, but it was expensive. And I said, no, we'll never eat it.
I
Dude.
can show you how to make that
Can you?
for like $12.
You're kidding me, really?
I do it. I just did one 4 days ago.
See, here's the thing. I didn't
And
want
he'll
to be.
have it for a year.
I didn't
No,
wanna
ours
be-
is gone because I only get the small ones.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Right, that lunatic.
It's just me and Becky.
The lunatic Rangus deep fries, and you always hear the
Yes.
horse. Don't tell me yes.
I've had deep fried turkey and it's really good.
it is
Really?
so fucking good.
It's dude, imagine
Yeah.
really good fried chicken, but in turkey form.
We used to go to my wife's family in Alabama, and we would do a regular turkey, a smoked turkey, and then a deep fried turkey. Every Thanksgiving.
It was like the
But there was like
trifectas.
there was
That's
like
a lot of turkey.
Well, there was like 50 people, so I mean,
Okay,
there
yeah.
was a lot of people to feed, and it was like you're like, which one is this? Who cares? It's fucking delicious. It
Right.
was
Really?
great, dude.
What?
We tried for years. We made one year. We were all hammered at like 4 a.m. seasoning and putting stuff in this turkey. It was the best turkey anybody's ever had. They're like, how did you do this? We're like, we
have
don't
no-
know. We have no idea. We tried to recreate it the next year. It was so bad.
You guys are throwing the
it
crawfish
was
in there.
so
Yeah.
bad. We're like, ooh, that was not it.
It's a little tangy for a turkey. It's got a real good bite at the end. Is this an IPA turkey?
They use Old Bay.
Yeah, see, exactly. We're like, Man, try some of that.
Right.
It'll be fine.
So I went down there, ordered my stuff from German's Food for Thanksgiving, and we're gonna get that. So on my way back, I decided a simple thing, which I hate and love. You ever got, like, people compare it to the wholesale club or Costco's, which I got a story about Costco's, but it's one of those places you go in with the intent of, I'm just gonna buy toilet tissue.
Oh, yeah.
And you spend $150.
Like a warehouse store.
Like a warehouse store. Well, on the way back, there's a place called Vermilion Farm Market.
I love Vermilion Farm Market.
Love Vermilion Farm Market. And they remodeled.
Ed's got a tractor,
No, it's
some harnesses for his horses that he doesn't have.
that's next door at the rental place. They actually do have a rental place,
Right.
next door, but it's no affiliation.
That's Tractor Supply. Sorry.
I love Tractor Supply.
So do I.
That's where I'm getting my new gun safe.
I pull in and I get out of the car and I look on over, and I told him I'd mention him on the show because he listened. Thank you. And I'll say his name in a second.
Oh, you're not going to reveal it yet?
I will in a second. I found out that there are a ton of people that listen to this show, but they're like closet listeners. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
It's okay. We're with you.
Right.
Ed's about to out somebody.
Right? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna out somebody. So I pull up and I look on over, and this is all for the audience out there. If you meet this cat, it's all complimentary. I grew up with him, no different than I grew up with Chucky. Chucky I've known 40 years or
long
whatever.
time, yeah.
Long time. This guy, same
More
thing.
than 40.
He was a carrier for my mom when she worked at the Lorraine Journal. She was a district manager, and he was a carrier.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'll say his name. Right. So I look on over at this guy, opens up, he's those idiotic vehicles you put your foot out in it.
Oh, yeah. Because you're too lazy or got your hands full or whatever.
Sometimes those work.
I'm like, do they?
Sometimes they don't.
And they close on your head.
No, they don't close on you.
Like,
but they don't always open when you kick your
they
foot
do
under.
close on you because sometimes those safety features do not work. I know several people that have been like, oh, God damn it.
I'm too poor. That's what it is. Like I'm old
I'm like,
swayback.
I just opened my hatch.
Right. So I look
dog.
on over, and this dude opens up his vehicle, and I look over, and it's this guy. I'll say his name. His name's Mark Diso. He owns a restaurant.
Is a good dude.
Super cool
That guy is fucking cool as
Right,
fuck.
Mark Diso, and he owns a restaurant called
Diso
Diso's. Is it all nations at Diso's?
It's on Oberlin Avenue in Lorraine.
Yeah, Diso's Bistro.
Yeah, check it out because their
Yes,
food
he's
is.
oh my God.
Their
Yes,
food is
I've been there. I
amazing.
told you, like,
Yeah,
one of the went out
Yeah.
there came out for a show at the high school and went to Diso's. The best lamb
Amazing.
I've ever had
Amazing.
in my
Dude has, like,
entire life.
10
It was
tables tops.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Is it the
it's
guy
a
that
bar.
works behind the bar? The guy that owns it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, he is awesome. I
Yes.
love the Diso.
Yes. That
Diso,
restaurant
you
is-
are awesome.
The restaurant, if anybody in the area that's listening gets a chance to go to Diso's,
Do
check
it.
it out. But
Do
make
it.
sure you make reservations
Yes.
because,
Yes.
especially this time of year, because all the
Yes.
holiday parties starting
Yes.
with that. But dude, his food is hands down some of the best in the area for that kind of food.
Now,
Oh,
this
yeah.
isn't
And he knows his shit about
He does.
beer.
He
Oh my
does.
God.
And wine,
Yes.
and booze and drinks.
Everything.
It
Yeah,
is
he's a
great guy.
So, audience members, please don't take this as a knock because I've known Mark my entire. If you mentioned my Ed Money, he knows exactly. I've known him my whole life.
He'll be like that, Dick.
No, I said,
And Dick.
I look over and I said, "Hey, Mark," and he looks. Now, mind you, for the audience, you have to understand this guy, which you understand. You only had limited experience. He understands. Mark is the most disheveled looking guy ever.
Dude
He's
runs a
super cool.
restaurant, man.
He does. He's mental. He's a great
He's
guy.
awesome.
But he's mental. And he was wearing. Have you ever seen the Wolverine movie with the girl, whatever her name is? She has these super small little. That's what he was wearing, like girls' super small sunglasses on. He was wearing.
Maybe it's all he had in the car. Maybe there was his wife's.
I go. Mark, is that you? And he says, "Oh my God!"
Hold on, let me take this off and burn you with my laser vision.
Oh God! And he goes, "Ed Money, how you doing?" All disheveled. He goes, "Man, I'm picking. What are you doing here?" What are you doing here? So he was picking up stuff for the restaurant, little odds and ends,
Yeah,
dumb odds and
some
ends.
fresh produce and whatnot.
Right. For the restaurant, he's opening up. Now, mind you, I'm setting this part of the tone. It is wind. It's raining.
Oh, was it the day that we had like 90-mile-an-hour winds and the torrential downpour?
That's a day. That's a day.
See, I would have not got out of my car.
So I'm sitting there.
Pulled right into the restaurant.
And Mark is, again, great guy, but once he starts talking, It's on.
Oh yeah.
And
He's a talker. He's a fucking talker.
But I love him. He's awesome.
Super great guy. So he starts, and again, I've known him my whole since my mom was carrier at the Journal, and so he's talking to me and stuff. That isn't the funny part. He's all disheveled. He's like, "Oh, I saw your latest promo, loved it." I said, "Mark, you got to come on or sponsor the show. If your audience out there and you go there, tell them to sponsor the goddamn show."
Yeah, because I would love him to sponsor this show.
Right, get some food. Damn right.
Right. So we're talking about it, and the whole time, this isn't a knock on him. It is unbelievable, and all I want to do is get out because I'm like a dog facing the because he had his back to it all. And the thing I could not get out of the thing is he had a bat in the cave.
No!
Right here. Right on his, and again, look at you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
This is
trying to make it fall with your mind.
And here's the thing, he's like us. He's all grayed. He's gotten gray. Good guy. Good. And again, once he talks, he knows his shit behind a bar.
Oh my god, yeah, he's brilliant.
But he's talking to me, and I try to interject, but he was
just over like touching his nose. He's like, it's like just
moly.
We like.
He was, but the thing.
Did you stop him? I spy with my little eye.
No, the worst is while we're talking, I got him laughing.
And did it come out?
Oh, no. Shoot out. That's amazing. That would have been
right
great.
on Ed's hand.
Like no,
not rocket.
No, I got him laughing. But the funny part was it like not dislodged, but it can move down because he was like this. So he had a instead of 5-day, it was maybe a 10-day growth.
Nah, if he's Italian, that's a 2-day growth. Trust me, I live it.
He's a guy that he can shave, and as he's shaving, it's growing back.
Yeah, that's me, totally.
He's got a 5 o'clock shadow at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Good guy, but the funny part is I'm sitting there fighting the elements to talk to him.
Trying to avoid a wayward booger.
Hope it doesn't get blown off.
And it went, and it got him laughing. Once I got him laughing, I saw it go down into like his beard right here, and I was like, and then he goes, "All right, man," and he went to hug.
No!
Right.
I'm sorry about this story, Diesel. Right. Sorry.
Super good dude, though.
Visit his restaurant.
And he was
just
funny.
Don't look at his nose.
But he did say, and this is a compliment to you, is once I said, "Hey man," and he says, "I was watching your latest promo, and the guy that sits across from you is his name." And he Mark's terrible with the unless he's known you forever,
right?
And I go, "Chuck." And he goes, "Yeah, Chuck." And I go, "Yeah, that's his name."
Yeah, I was just at his restaurant like a week ago.
And he goes, "His wife's name is Becky." And I go, "Becky." And he goes, "Becky." Yeah, that's right. You can see he's using like it starts with the letter A. He'll just keep enunciating until he gets it. But he said to say, he said to say shout out to you.
Right on. He's a good dude, man. I love going to his restaurant.
I guess you were just there.
Yeah, like a week ago.
Yeah. And he says that he saw you.
Yeah, I would go in there quite a bit.
Yeah, he said to say hi to you. So I just wanted to let you know for the audience out there, get a chance.
And if you don't have reservations, you can literally sit at the bar and order something. He makes his burgers because he's got a very limited menu. The fillets. But he makes burgers out of fillets.
Yeah. Yeah, you order by the ounce, and it starts at 5 ounces, and you order, and then he says whatever's left over, they just have the guy do the stomping of the grapes back there with golf shoes on, and that's how they make.
Or he runs it through a meat grinder. We're not sure the secret process.
He's got he does the the daily specials because it's whatever he's got on hand that they're making.
Yeah, and dude,
it's always. I've been there once, and I just got seriously, I got the lamb, and it was rosemary lamb,
dude,
and it was so goddamn good.
He gets a chicken, right? You get a chicken.
I get the my go-to meal there. Now I've had pretty much everything on his menu, and I've never had a bad meal. Knock on wood.
Yeah,
but my go-to, he makes a 4-cheese tortellini and a creamy Alfredo sauce, and then I put blackened Cajun chicken on it. So the heat mixes with the Alfredo.
Nice.
And he makes the fucking Alfredo there.
Yeah.
He makes it there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
See, the only thing,
die for.
The thing that I loved when I went there last was I went and he had scallops on sale.
I don't like scallops.
I love scallops.
I don't do the texture. It's a texture thing. It's kind of sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scallops are. Yeah. Now, the thing was, he had scallops over this risotto. But they were so big, dude, and they were just like wheels. They were like cheese.
Was it like a Play-Doh can when you dumped the Play-Doh out? It was like a Play-Doh sized scallop. You're like, I'm gonna need a knife. This.
But it was good. So I want to say that real quick. But
shrimp. We've had shrimp on our pasta like that.
Yeah. I told him
my go-to is.
I told him I'd shout out to him.
Absolutely.
And real quick before we end, because I know we're over, but I want we're at the end, but I want to do this story. I want to. You want to wait on the story with Monk, or wait till he's on the show?
If it involves him, let him be here.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about?
I'm good.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Did I tell the story of the old lady parking?
No. Which old lady?
The one that took 2 spots?
Oh, yeah, I did that. Never mind.
Yeah, it was on one of the last shows.
Yeah, never mind.
Well, then we'll end on
and
this.
he sprinted through the thing because the old man was taking up all of the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like listen to the last show or the one before it was on that. It's hilarious.
My bad.
I just listened to it today.
Sometimes I forget.
I know, just like Ed.
I
You
can't
guys are getting old. That's what I'm here for.
I stopped
That's
you.
why I'm here.
I asked you to throw it out there before I just go into the story.
Right. Like Ed's just like, so this one time we're like, yeah, Ed, we talked about this the
Sorry, I
last
can't
5
You
episodes.
got to remember, I'm dealing with dementia people, so I'm constantly dementia
Yeah.
myself.
Dealing with dementia people.
You're dementia by association.
He's
Osmosis, I'm
so
sucking
putting a
it.
door on Studio C.
Yeah. Good luck getting that finished by the holidays.
Right in here is going to be the door section with a curtain that goes right over this, right there. That's right. No, I'll end on this then real quick. He and I were talking. You're 50, right?
Yes.
Okay, you just turned 50.
Yes. This
Okay,
year.
so you're getting close. You got to be experiencing this. I've noticed with me now that I'm 57 that I'm getting an ear hair. I was talking to him about it. Dude,
I've had that since I was 20.
I've had ear hair for the last
and
couple
it's not just normal hair. It's like spiky hair.
It's like brindlefly hair.
Right. You're like, why is this on the outside of my ear, not the inside? Or you get the one on the inside that tickles all the other ones, and you're like, all day long doing this.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're somewhere, you try to make it nonchalant, and you jam your pinky in there, hoping it will, like, stick or something, or go back to where it came from. Because it doesn't start fucking with you until you're out in public. So you're just like, fuck it.
And the worst is when you're in the bathroom in the mirror trying to find it.
Yes.
And it's not there.
Yes.
Well, like it doesn't exist.
Yes.
So then you're like, fuck it, and you sit back down and watch TV or something. And you're like, God damn it.
I am
God
not
damn it.
alone.
Why is it
I have a
I'm vindicated. I'm vindicated.
I have some nose hair trimmers, and it also doubles as ear hair trimmers.
Yes.
But the tip of it looks like those saw blade sharks. You know the one.
I'm terrified to use those.
No way, they work. So you get all the hair inside and outside and in your nose.
Yes.
So you're not walking around so it doesn't look like a daddy long legs having a meeting in your nose with all the other ones. He won't fit. Get your legs in. I can't.
It's like there's no room.
Because there's nothing worse than talking to somebody and they got the daddy long legs.
That's it. Oh, wait, what are you looking at me for?
You have a white Simba all the time.
I do?
Yes, you always have a white Simba.
Right here? Do I?
Oh yeah, it sticks sideways though.
I get
Oh,
Look, Jeffrey's over there.
Those are even worse. You know, like, where did nose hairs come from? You used to have normal ones, and now they're just like, you'll have one on this side, tickling the other side.
They're obviously
the other nostril. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
They're cousins of my back hair.
Right.
They're like, come on, we're having a party. You get the nose. You guys take the ears. We got the back.
Can I tell you, I had the other. This is I'm purging and sharing at the.
Are you going to talk about your poop?
No, I can't. I can save it, or you want to talk?
No, we can do one show without poop. Go on.
No, okay. This is a purge and share. The other day, ear hair. I've been trying to use a trimmer to get the ear hair. Same thing. Like,
what are you using? Like a razor blade? Just a raw razor blade?
No.
Slice it, peel back the flaps. I don't know how you do it here.
I want to buy one of those, like you just said, the little Dremel looking thing.
Well, don't get the one with the round tip like this. Get the one with the saw blade teeth. The ones with the
you're talking about the one that's like the no touch.
Yeah,
that you can trim anything,
Well,
and it doesn't actually
Will it cut the inside of your ear?
No, because the blade is like a half a millimeter from the edge, so it
See,
never
I got
touches.
the blades right at the edge, and it goes down to the. Goes right down. But you don't get cut. It doesn't hurt.
You'll hit an artery or something.
You know what? Then you've had nosebleeds before.
Then you bleed out. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just take 10 baby aspirin and pray your soul goes up. Well, it was a good run. How'd he die? He had 10 baby aspirin and a nosebleed. He nicked his nose. God forbid you nick your ball.
Right. Dude, that's the worst.
That will not stop bleeding for like a week.
Dude, when you nick the hinge, that's even worse. Yeah.
The hinge?
Yeah, I got a hairy hinge.
Knock on.
Right. The other day, again, this is a 50 thing. Well, he's it, man. He's
just starting to experience
We're
the
going
glory.
to watch,
You're going to watch me become you.
We go over to Jeffrey's for the first time, and he's like in his basement with all kinds of like decanters and dumb stuff. 17.
You've seen my basement.
He's got 11 coffee pots, an air fryer, just dumb shit.
72 cans of random shit on the counter.
A really dirty double-headed dildo.
I do have that picture.
You got a print of the original painting?
a lithograph. Yeah, no, we're going to find out that he's going to turn it on. So this is the thing. I took a shower.
Okay, you're ahead of the
I
game.
know. I'm real happy about that.
Good for you.
I showered.
Like recently?
Yes. Yeah, so,
This week?
Yes. He even said that same thing. He's like, it's Saturday already? And so look at him laughing at me. No, it said, I made this mistake. I have in the shower, again, I can't wait to remodel.
A suction cup dildo?
Not in that shower.
It's the other shower.
Yeah.
It's not the one his mom used.
Oh, I slipped on the soap. And then he's like, whoa, it's stuck in my mouth. He falls the wrong way.
Can you imagine dialing the fireman for that one?
What happened?
Right. No, it's that I have two mirrors like over the sinks. That's a double
So he
vanity.
can see his asshole.
It's a worst,
and
dude.
trim.
And I got out of the shower, and I have a ritual the way that I dry. You know, there's a pattern. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
with a
develop-
towel?
Yeah, you probably develop. What
Hair, face, ears, shoulders, back.
You reeled me in with that one, didn't you?
Right.
God
Yeah.
damn, you just threw that. reeled
Put
in.
on like cape, do the hair, do the ears,
Right.
do the face, do
Yeah.
the back, do
Yeah.
the ass, do
Okay, right.
like top to bottom.
I always do the hair first.
Yeah, well, yeah, you start with hair.
And wherever
do the ears, the
yeah.
face, the back,
Wherever
the
else it
chest,
takes me,
the
it goes.
arms, the
Yeah,
down.
but there's a towel.
same way
pattern.
every time. You
A towel
you
pattern.
can't stop it. It just happens.
Okay.
Everybody does it.
I feel
It's-
vindicated. That's good.
Most people go top to bottom because
Right.
water runs
Because
down.
bottom to up is just weird. Because then you got a mouthful of, well,
Right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad.
towel.
That's why I
that's
love this
been
show.
somewhere.
Or that dildo from the shower. One of the
Still
two.
stuck in my
Still stuck in it.
Still stuck
in that
my-
one dry socket.
Is that I got good one. That was a good. I'll give him that one. I'll give him that one. That was a good one. That's why I feel vindicated. No, it's that I got out of the shower doing my pattern of drawing, and I looked. I don't know where this back hair came from.
You had it. Who are you kidding?
Not like this, dude. This is. I saw the
You
hate.
came swimming at my house this
I know.
summer. I'm like,
yeah, but you
Clog
weren't-
the filter.
Do you shave your? Does Becky shave your back hair? Or you do because you didn't have it when I saw
we'll
you.
trim it down, but it's not. I don't have a lot.
Wait, you guys have back hair? That's weird.
Oh, it's coming, sir.
Wait a minute! Look at him. No, it's not.
Oh, yes.
No,
I don't even have chest hair.
Oh, never mind then.
What? Well, look at that face. You got to be kidding me.
Nope.
You got a full beard. How do you not
I know.
have chest hair?
But my armpit hair is like 8 inches long.
When he goes to
Same.
Jamaica, they braid it and put the beads on
Right.
it.
It's really nice.
He,
Yeah, but dude, you got arm hair too. You got.
Oh, I do. Yeah. So I always tell people I'm Irish from here to the waist.
that's it.
Everything else is Italian.
No,
Yeah.
fair
How
enough.
do you, right? How do you not have back hair?
I don't know. It's I
Boy,
honestly have
did
no
you
idea.
dodge the gene.
I won the fucking lottery on that one.
I feel I get embarrassed. I'll
well, you
admit it.
should because it's huge.
You want to see my ass?
You're a
I'm just
horrible
saying.
man.
Like, just does
Somebody-
it make you feel better?
Do you know what he told me?
He left.
He said,
left
like,
my
a
house.
Maine.
He left my house swimming one day, and my neighbor's like, "I think you got a badger in your lawn." I saw the gray stripe and the rest of the hair. I'm like, "No, that's just Ed Money.
There's a honey
He
badger.
don't give a shit."
Badger. Oh god.
Well, badger.
Ed Money don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I just want to know because I anytime comment, share below. Always tell.
So
two
any
friends.
potential girlfriends that are thinking Ed's cute, well, we're giving you the real
Yes.
behind the scenes.
Yes, get a hold
Yeah.
of me, please. Please get a hold.
Oh no! After that story, it's
Yeah.
I get a hold.
unless they have like a forest fixation. I wish I could date a badger. I'm pretty sure that's not one of the categories on Tinder. Does anybody check that badger?
Ed is a furry.
Oh my God, he's a natural born furry. All natural. This isn't a costume.
I do poop in a box.
He's like, these ears are real. Look at the hair.
Oh, he looks like those Maine Coon cats. Is that what they're called? With all the hair coming out their ears?
God damn it. I know we're over audience members, so thank you for listening. Again, like, share, subscribe. Tell 2 friends you've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You're able to listen to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Talk.
We'll see ya.
There it is. That's right. It's easy. Only when...
Excuse me.
You're so gassy today.
It's the cheese ring. It's that cheese ring you had in your fridge from last summer.
I gotta get another one for New Year's, don't I?
No. What are you gonna go volunteer at the palace so you get some free food? What about?
It's done at Studio B. Always giving us the right answers.
Damn it, I'm Studio C. Monk's not here. He's in B. You guys put me in the shitty studio. Tiny little fucking studio at the end of the hall.
It's Jeffrey Neutron.
See everybody.
He's on the wrong side of the studio.
Right.
He went on the wrong side. So we're going to be leaving you with Oi. It's featuring Mind Me, the song Dear Summer. Check it out. Give them some love. Any of the people we mentioned, give them some love. Dieso's Biso, give them some love too. Get a hold of them on Facebook or whatever. Again, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends. Don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And always remember that you are a somebody. And after that, we are out of here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now they're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky.
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.